Hi, everybody. Karl here. I got a big announcement today. We have a brand new podcast that we're going to do. Me and my new partner from Montreal. His name is Sebastian. I'm really excited to work with him. He's an amazing guy, really knowledgeable. And this podcast will be the same kind of podcast that I did previously. We're going to have some actors, we're going to have some artists, all kind of artists, rock star, and really interesting people. That's pretty much what we're going to have, and we're going to have a lot of fun, guys. And Sebastian, welcome to our new podcast.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're there, buddy.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's my pleasure to be here. Two French Canadians trying to do a show in English. That's going to be an adventure at some point, I guess, for me, But it's going to be okay. I think, the entertainment is so broad that is going to be something very interesting. I know you are keen to grab some good people to be on the show. So I'm going to be the guy behind the scene, with all the social media and all the montage and everything. But I'm going to be on the show as well and talking my mind a little bit. I guess the show is to put in front of everybody new artists or artists that are well known. So I guess we're going to go everywhere. There's no some kind of a rigid environment that we're going to talk to only to do that kind of guy, So we're going to go open as we go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an open. We have freedom to do whatever we want, and that's the beautiful thing about our podcast is we let those guests talking, and we just interact with them, and it makes a really good dynamic. And as you said, like I'm really good at finding people for the podcast, and I'm really good at spamming them too till they get so sick that they finally answer me and they say, "Okay, I'll do your podcast." But you know what? That's great because that make us meet some amazing artists, and we also have some really big name. We have some big name coming, and we have some right now that we're gonna publish soon. So it's so interesting. And what I like to do too, Sebastian, and that I like to have sometime a really big name and someone somehow really well known too, but maybe just Canadian or whatever, because we have some artists also from the States, LA, and let's be honest, the market there is ginormous. Yeah. So it's really interesting. Really interesting stories.
Yeah, I really like to talk with emerging artists as well as well-known artists because you don't talk about the same things, but
that's right.
Everybody comes from somewhere. So what I like to know most of the time is where you're coming from, how you knew you want to be that kind of, you want to be a comedian, you want to be an actor, you want to be that kind of guy. What, lit the flame in you to do that? So did you have some kind of inspiration? Do you have actors that you're looking for when you're thinking about that job, particularly, some models and everything. So, so for me, that's interesting. And that'd be because the other podcasts I have are not in the entertainment field, so it's something that I really like to talk about. I'm a cinephile, I like music, I like movies, I like a lot of stuff, books, of course, because I wrote some, and so that kind of stuff. So I'm really interested in that, rather, and we'll see what goes on. So I'd like to ask them questions that they never been asked before, which is a huge task because they made so much interviews that they're going to be already answered that. But I always try to come from an angle that has not been, used a lot for them. So let them talk about stuff that they don't talk usually. So that's pretty much what I like when I talk to these guys.
Also seeing the human side of those people, because those people are under the scope, every day, like they're known or whatever, even if they're not well known. But it's nice to see the human behind the artist, and that's what I've been doing since the beginning, and that's what we're gonna continue to do. And that's going to be a really interesting journey. And there's one thing too with Sebastian is really he knows a lot about when it comes to literature and all that. And that's my next goal. Before I was not comfortable to tackle this field, but with Sebastian, with Seb, that will be really opening another world, I would say, of all different things. So we'll see. We will go with the flow and see where it brings us.
Yeah, and of course we'll listen to our audience, what they want to know, if there are any people they want to have on the show, because like you said, you spam them and everything. So you're very persistent.
Yes.
So if someone can bring someone on the table, that's you. So we'll just go on our website, Twitter, Facebook, everything, and then we'll answer. We'll answer to you guys, and just if there's subjects you want us to tackle, or there are some people you want us to have on the show, we'll be more than happy to try to have them on the show. You'll be surprised what you can do, even if we're not very well known in the entertainment field.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, there's something you can do when you're persistent, and as you know. As far as the show will go, then and we have more stuff behind us. We are more archived stuff that artists can listen to beforehand. So that's going to make Karl task easier to bring people on the show.
Yeah, when you gain some notoriety, of course, it gets better and better. And I'm lucky enough that I had some great artists. And anyway, you guys going to see, we're going to start publishing really soon here. And I think I've been really lucky to have those people. And as I said, there's more to come. And I'm surprised. I surprised myself that I could reach to those people. And let's be honest, other artists to kind of put me in contact with those super big names anyway, I don't want to say anything yet, but I'm really excited by. So anyway, and there's one thing too, I will be active on Facebook under our podcast name and everything. Sebastian is really active on Twitter, and I believe you do Facebook also.
Instagram as well. Yeah.
Instagram as well.
Facebook as well, yeah.
So Sebastian will be the man to follow. Absolutely follow him if you want to really see what's going on, what's coming and everything. And for me and my part, it's to go fishing and get the most people I can to participate in our podcast. So I will be on Facebook, but promotion-wise, Sebastian is the king of it. Yeah. So I let him doing that.
So in the podcast notes, I will link to our webpage, to our fan page on Facebook, to our Twitter account, and I'll link also to my and yours. Maybe you tell me if you want it or not. But my English Twitter account that I use mostly for my writer career, or rather my writer hobby. But
it's a career. It's a career.
Because let's be honest, I'm not making a lot of money with that, but it's more a hobby and pleasure. But it's cool. It's cool. So I'll probably link more on that, the English side of my business than the French side. But I'll do it to the French side as well, because most people in Montreal speak English anyway. So yeah.
So you don't have a Lamborghini parked in your garage yet?
Yeah, but for another reason, not for that.
Okay, that's good, because I was about to say, if you don't, I don't think we can do a podcast together.
Yeah, that includes me and some bad experience in the past, but you know.
Yeah, nice.
Maybe the last part I will talk about is that like Don Cherry used to be, we two all good Canadian boys. So being that, we speak French as well. So it's
bilingual podcast.
Bilingual podcast. So I'll switch to French a little bit. So notre show va aussi avoir des artistes francophones, évidemment.
Absolument.
Parce que je pense que ça va être plutôt en anglais, parce qu'évidemment, le range étant plus grand en anglais de chercher des artistes, mais c'est sûr qu'on va être très ouvert aussi à rencontrer des gens francophones, puis on va essayer de le faire le plus qu'on peut. Mais c'est sûr que c'est un show bilingue. Donc, si vous êtes bilingue, vous allez trouver votre compte autant en français qu'en anglais.
Exactement. Puis, si vous parlez pas très bien anglais, ben écoutez-le en loop, puis éventuellement, vous allez comprendre, puis ça va peut-être vous rendre meilleur même.
Yeah. Karl just talk about immerse yourself in a language, and then you'll learn it at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
At some point, yeah, that's true. I remember Luc Robitaille, the hockey player, said that he learned English by by watching the Flintstones in LA.
Oui, c'est très véridique. It's true. Tout le monde, je pense, on a écouté les Flintstones, but spécialement moi. I lived in Florida before, so I had that chance when I was young to live in Florida with my mom for a little period of time. So I learned my English there. J'ai appris mon anglais en Floride, and that's the funniest thing is I've been speaking English for a long time, but you know what? Our accent will never leave us. It's just the way it is. It's charming, or I don't know if it's annoying. I don't think so, but yeah, we do have a really strong accent and proud of it. On n'est pas là pour coloniser le monde. On a un accent puis on s'en départira pas.
I'm not trying to change it anyway because girls like it, but I have a girlfriend, so that doesn't matter anymore. But in that time, it was. All right. So for me, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty excited about it, about the opportunity to do that. We don't know how it's going to turn out. We don't know. Are we going to do 5 or 1,000 episodes? Let's hope for the latter. I'm invested in that. We'll try to give you guys the best show we can. It's going to evolve in time, of course. And then we'll try to bring some interesting people on the table.
Absolutely.
And that's pretty much it for me, Carl. I think we sum it up good, and I guess we can move ahead with the first real show, and it's going to be already available anyway. So the first 1 or 2 shows are going to be available. So so let's binge that, and then you'll have a good. I'm not too involved in the 2 first episode, but the next one I will be there. So
exactly.
But the spirit of the show will be the same. So if you like it, you'll mostly like what's coming for us in the next shows.
Exactly. OK, ben c'est bien. Puis en plus, on a déjà des interviews de bouquets, fait que c'est la belle chose. Pour nous, c'est une bonne affaire aussi. Alors, merci beaucoup à tout le monde. J'espère que vous allez nous suivre. Ça va être vraiment intéressant. Soyez pas gênés. Écrivez-nous des commentaires. Alors, Sébastien, le mot de la fin?
Table.
That's good. So we're saying bye on this.
Yeah, bye, and see you next time. And don't please, guys, subscribe to the podcast. Make sure to leave a rating. That's the best way for us to get in front of most people's eyes. So just do that for us. It's gonna take you a couple of minutes, and it means the world to us. So if you like it, let's do it 5 stars. You know what? Don't go half-assed 3 stars. Go 5 stars, and then
exactly.
You know, it doesn't cost you more. Nobody will judge you in front of court because you give us 5 star and you thought 4. So let's go 5. Let's go all the way, you know.
It comes with a free Starbucks coffee. So
yeah, that you're gonna pay, and at some point we'll reimburse you. I don't know when, but at some point we'll do it.
I'll commit to the first 10 coffees.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.